So it was about time to lighten the mood for this album. So I did that with the song Lonely Summer, because it was getting a little desolate. Desolate, I don't know how to pronounce that word. What's funny about this one is I actually wrote it in like December, like the end of the year, where it's not that hot out anymore. And it was just about how I had felt that last summer. That was still pretty recent at the time. And it feels like this one's kind of centered around the chorus, which I feel like is okay for a comedy song. It wouldn't usually be okay for me. And if you didn't catch it, the line, my semi has turned into a steady hard-on for this girl looks like Demi, now I'm cool for the summer. That was a reference to Demi Lovato's song Cool for the Summer, and I honestly gotta pat myself on the back for that one, it's pretty clever. And the opening line of that second verse took me like 5 tries to record properly, which is why at the end I put one of the failed attempts in there, where I got mad at myself. uh, this was just meant to chill the mood of the album before we got back into some real shit. So I know a lot of kids did, but I never really played in a band or anything. Apparently if you do and stick to it, it gets pretty serious, which is what this song Fake Symphony is about. And I watched one of these choir performances, and it seemed like these kids were pretty much miserable. And it got me to thinking about why adults consider this to be the only kind of legitimate music, and why something like what I do, for example, would just be laughed at. And I figured this was probably not something many people had made a song about, so I decided to give it a shot. At the end, I make these choir kids, if they were listening, promise they'll make what I consider real music, because they might actually want to express themselves, not play in a choir. Um, and I feel like not many people could really express themselves through that. I might be wrong. It's probably just something their parents would make them do. And at the end where I walk out of the symphony, it's not meant to be rude or anything. I'm just sick of seeing them be made to perform like monkeys. So for this last song, Happy Suicide, I knew I had to go all out. It touches on the guns versus mental health debate, and is also just a hardcore song to wrap up the official album. It's another conspiracy type song like Caffeine Culture, and I think the government's gonna try to take me out at this point. It's also another song that's almost 5 minutes long. Like I said, I had to go big or go home to make this song work. I talk about how I think society fails people who are lower class and the system is rigged, that the people who start off at a higher level stay there. And I rip it up with a guitar solo after the last bridge. And being the last song, the chorus fades out like the first song, yelling about myself, yelling mad at myself that I'm singing despite all the evil occurring in the world. Heavy shit. A happy ending like Tug of War. I don't know where I can pick up with the next album from this, damn. Anyway, thank you for listening to this commentary, jeez.